My name's Rev, and I'm just going to do a small guide really on how to be an efficient medic in Battlefield 1. The first thing I want to talk about is having the correct setup. Use a bandage instead of a medic crate so you can throw them to people rather than having to have a group of people crowded around one because you're just asking for trouble. And it's just nice to throw one at someone and then be able to run away and carry on doing what they're doing and get the healing and you get the points. It's just a no-brainer. The next thing is obviously run a syringe. The whole part of being a medic is to be able to revive people and keep the game flowing. It's pretty much a no-brainer. This is a clip I'm going to put on of what is a good revive. So I've been killed there. The guy on my team's spotted the guy that killed me, noticed that he's there, killed him, and then come to revive me instead of reviving me and doing exactly what I do here. So I kill this guy. I see my teammates down, squad mate even, and if you look in the far distance there's two people shooting. I saw them, they're both shooting. I revived him there and he's just fucking basically a sitting duck waiting to be insta killed, and that's not a good way to play because that's a permanent death instead of being able to clear them out and then revive him. Or even still, if you revive somebody and to straight death you're just going to piss them off, and nobody wants that really. The next thing is an auto revolver. If it's a pistol, it's super powerful. You literally a couple of shots from your main weapon. If you're running out of bullets, use that, bang, one shot, they're dead. Next to the club, same reason. If you're running at someone, a couple of shots, club them and they're dead. It's just what I prefer, but it works for me. The next thing is to run incendiary grenades. You can use them for tactics and for killing people, cutting off areas and whatnot. Now weapons, I'd suggest using the sweeper first. It's the most forgiving weapon to use. It's full auto, there's plenty of rounds in chamber, it's pretty good with stability. All I would suggest is in really close combat is to hip fire, don't ADS. The bullet spread team seems to work out pretty good for when you're at close range, so you can just hip fire just so they're there. At long range I'd suggest just tapping as if it's a DMR. Well, it is DMR, but as if it's a DMR, so you start tap and pace your shots. Otherwise the spread is just horrendous and it just becomes a little bit inconsistent and unstable, and you're never going to land your shots. I mean, you might do now and again, but generally speaking you're not going to land them, so it's kind of catch-22. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. But I would suggest at long range is to tap your shots, and at close range definitely hip fire. It seems to be the way to go. Another thing with this weapon as well is that, like I say, it is very forgiving. Like, it's the easiest to use, I would say. It's just a very good introduction to the medic class. I think you can unlock it pretty much straight away, like level 1, maybe even 0. And that's the sweeper variant as well, just to be clear. It's a nice one to use. And I used it for a long time when I first started, and it always served me well. And eventually I moved on to certain other weapons, but yeah, that's the sweeper for you. It's very good. The next weapon I want to talk about is the Fedorov. Now this gun, to me, is one of the best guns in the game. It will do fairly long range, probably really short range to long. It's a really good all-rounder, and it's full auto again. And like I say, as you can see, it absolutely destroys, and it's really well balanced. It works nice, and it does a lot of damage too. And you can really rack up kills. It does require a DLC, the Russian DLC, but I imagine the majority of players do have it, and I would suggest definitely giving it a go, as it could possibly be the weapon for you. It certainly does a job. The next one is the Stelbsladder Marksman. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but that's one of my favourite weapons as well. Another weapon with plenty of bullets in chamber, and its long range sniping is just ridiculous. You go on a map like Grappa, like this is it, and you can just muller people. You just take them out. You're beating snipers. Not only do you're taking health off them, but you're knocking their shot as well if you're hitting. And it's really easy to use. You just have to again pace your shots really well, and it's a semi-auto. And I would suggest that any long range map to switch to that. I use it on long range maps all the times, and like I say, I've had rounds where I've got 120 kills in a Frontlines game using it, and it's just an absolute beast. It's not great up close and personal, so like I said, long range maps only, or just keep it to long range engagements, but like I say, for the unsuspecting, they're soon going to die. And the king of the medic class is still the auto loading extended. It's just amazing. Long range it's not, but medium to short you're laughing. Same as the sweeper, hip fire it at close range and at long range, aim down sights and pace your shots. I mean, this clip here, that's 3, 4, 5, and that's it. It's such a beastly weapon. I couldn't recommend it enough, but it is very, very hard to use. There is a knack to it. It's not something that you're going to pick up and be good at straight away. But once you learn how to use that weapon, you are a machine. You're almost untouchable. And even at long range engagements, you can still use it. It's not the best, but you can use it. But yeah, that just about covers it. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see any more, like and subscribe. Thanks.